No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Now facing a third and long. To the ground with the back. Nowhere for him to run again, and now fourth down is going to be a tough one. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looks it in at the 40. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Finding open areas. It's a running touchdown, LSU! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Jones to throw. Makes the catch. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find a soft spot.
There he goes. Still on his feet. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Inside the 50, the 30, the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Iowa has the ball back on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this 1st quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
They're going to keep this drive going. You'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's late. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Gibbs. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have him push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Caught behind the line. It's Smith. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Dropping back. It's Lay. Under fire. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. Thrown incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points? Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Avent. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, David.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Ripping through the defense. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Power football with the run. Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Pocket breaking down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He lets one fly deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got a little space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line.
29 Philly.
Back to throw. It's Lay. Fires toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Pressure coming. Working the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he just knocked it off the left upright, but it goes through for the point after. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 10 over Troy. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They go to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Lay. Quickly complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Hauls it in. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense. You saw it on that play.
And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Motion from the back. Direct snap. It's Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's late. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Quarterback on the keeper. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Let's see what he can do with it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
The Hawkeyes come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the 1st down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Off the play fake on first down. Rifles it down the middle. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
They go right back to him. Breaks into the open. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. The run to the right. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Toss sweep to the right. Finding an escape route. He's loose. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Trying play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Hand off from the shotgun. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running back searching for a hole.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll give it to the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to solve.
Got enough space.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And the Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown LSU. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And now this offense will take the field again. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll go right back to the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to run it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it's no good. He missed the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has. Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The give is to Smith. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.